vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They're running it. Hey, 626.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones, and down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Niners take over first down at their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got one. White. Mike 50. Man, I got you.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Flush to his right. This is intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things that I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside. which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Mercedes Lewis, his second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Forced out to his left. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
20. Hey, gun.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. On 1st down, here's Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Mike 4-2. All day, dog.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
2nd and 10 at the Packers' 38-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 80.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Here I come again.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
6.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friends.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Green 18.
QB's traps. Let's go.
Look again.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here. Look again.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 25 yards that time. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Rodgers now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, 88. Jeff.
56 is the mark. Watch the run.
Go.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to let one fly. This is caught inside the 15. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Garoppolo now. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, John.
defense.
Mike 50, Mike. 21, 21. Hey, go, go. Hey. Smooth. 50 to Mike. 50 to Hunt.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
I got you.
Hey, gun.
Go get him. Check.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Mike 42.
Lock. I got this.
Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, gun. 11. Hey, alert. That's 61. Matchbox lights.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. 21. Here we go. Undercrunch. Check 37. Mike. I got this.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now it's Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Like 20. Hey. Check. Hey, gun.
They run with Breida. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Another 49ers first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
Hey, gun. One, Omaha. 50, mark 50, mark 50. It's our field.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now a give coming right is Breida. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
50, Mike, 50.
6 man. Check.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
49ers first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Get him. Slam. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Go ahead. Get out.
Here's Breida. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm scared.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Niners on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
65. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, gun. Go ahead.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
36.
They'll start on the ground with Breida, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, chopper.
They run again with Breida. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here we go. Wait, 80! I got you, sir. I got you. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. No. Off. One, Omaha.
This is Breida. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Now for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
You got to step it up. Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 3.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's good for a 49er first down. First and 10.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. 11.
Right back to him on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey, gun. I got you.
42. Hey, Mike's 42.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6.
Rodgers looking to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
58. Go. 56.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown, Packers. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Packers, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
There ain't no time, is it? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, on the wrist, all on the wrist.